I got us started on YouTube. Well, I guess we can sit 5 minutes of zazen as we usually do. Maybe give someone time to come in if they come in, and then we can get started. Okay? Zenkan, can I ask you to? Well, I'm gonna mute you. Okay? Oh, you're good. You're good. You're good. Okay, let us sit for 5 minutes. Okay. I don't know if it was 5 minutes. Oh, look at that. Hello, Ancho. Hello, Rowan. Hi, Michael. Jose. Welcome. Well, happy to see all of you here for this month's Fusatsu. It is my turn this month. So I ask for your cooperation and support. If I make mistakes, I will have made mistakes. I apologize. I think we can get started, right, Kote? Okay. Let me switch to a better view for everyone. Give me 1 second. By the way, in the chat window, everyone, there's in the chat window, I've put a link to the chant book if anyone needs it. It's a little updated. There's a little change in it. So if there's a way you can use it now, fine. Otherwise, make sure you download it for the coming months. Okay? Okay. Okay. The great precepts of Gautama Buddha were kept by all Buddhas. They were transmitted from Buddha to Buddha, and they were received by ancestor after ancestor. Our great master Gautama Buddha transmitted the precepts to Master Mahakashyapa. Master Mahakashyapa transmitted the precepts to Master Ananda. And the transmission of the precepts has continued in this way, passing from orthodox successor to orthodox successor in one line. Now we reaffirm our commitment to the precepts, to return the profound benevolence of Gautama Buddha. We trust this to be the true reception of Gautama Buddha's wisdom and life. Respectfully, following the approval of Gautama Buddha, we would like to devote ourselves to the precepts, beginning with atoning for past misdeeds. So we will start with the verse of atonement. You can sit in gassho, you can kneel, and you can give a bow at the end of each of the recitations. All harmful acts, words, and thoughts ever committed by me since of old, on account of beginningless greed, anger, and ignorance, born of my body, mouth, and mind, now I atone for them all. All harmful acts, words, and thoughts ever committed by me since of old, on account of beginningless greed, anger, and ignorance, born of my body, mouth, and mind, now I atone for them all. All harmful acts, words, and thoughts ever committed by me since of old, on account of beginningless greed, anger, and ignorance, born of my body, mouth, and mind, now I atone for them all. As usual for the next part, which is invoking the presence of the Buddhas, you can stand if it's within your abilities. You can do a prostration with every hit of the bell in each one of the recitations. Homage to the 7 Buddhas of the past. Homage to Shakyamuni Buddha, a person of this earth. Homage to Miroku Buddha, symbol of hope for the future. Homage to Monju Bodhisattva, symbol of great activity. Homage to Kanzeon Bodhisattva, Fugen Bodhisattva, symbol of great activity. Homage to Kanzeon Bodhisattva, symbol of great compassion. Homage to the successive generations of ancestor Bodhisattvas. For this part, which is the water purification, please, you can sit in Gasho, or sit in Seiza, or sit in Zazen, or just get comfortable. If you brought your piece of foliage, your leaf, your water, or your fingers, just the same thing. This part is symbolic as much as it is, I guess, literal, because as Jundo would say, the whole ocean is in the drops of water, and all the drops of water are the whole ocean. So we wash ourselves with all of the water in the universe, and hopefully we learn from the bad things, negative things that we've done, and move forward with a renewed commitment to practice with the precepts, to do better next time. So foliage and a lot of water. Sprinkle yourselves 3 times. And with this, I guess we're a whole bunch of new people ready to do better, and then come back next month and say I'm sorry again for everything that we've done and do better again. All you disciples of the Buddha, join your palms in reverence and listen wholeheartedly. Please, Gasho. I would now like to articulate the preface to the great precepts of the Buddhas. If the members of the assembly will quietly listen, and they know that they have done wrong, they will atone. If they atone, then they will be at ease. If they do not repent, their wrongdoing will grow more grievous. Those who have done wrong are silent, and because of their silence, you should know that they are all purified. Worthy monks, laymen, laywomen, and all the rest, listen well. In this difficult age, when the lifetime of the Buddha sometimes seems distant, you should revere the Pratimoksha. The Pratimoksha is none other than these precepts. When you observe these precepts, it is like darkness meeting with light. It is like someone poor attaining a treasure. It is like someone who is ill being healed. It is like a prisoner being released from his chains. It is like a traveler who is able to return home. You should know that these rules are the great teacher for this assembly of people, no different from the presence of the Buddhas in the world here and now. Thoughts of fear are difficult to produce. Unwholesome thoughts are difficult to give rise to. Therefore, a sutra says, do not trivialize minor misdeeds as if they're not problematic. Drops of water, although tiny, will gradually fill a large basin. A single instant of wrongdoing can lead you to fall into a hell of uninterrupted suffering. Once you lose your human body, you may not get another one for 10,000 kalpas. Just as a galloping horse passes by swiftly, one's physical strength will not remain. The transience of human life goes beyond the mountains and seas. Even if something remains for the duration of one day, it will be quite difficult to hold on to it tomorrow. Members of the assembly should each energetically advance their own minds. Be careful not to be lazy, negligent, drowsy, or arbitrary. In the evening, you must gather your thoughts and focus them firmly on the three treasures. Don't take as being a waste of time the effort to deepen your repentance for those of later generations. Members of the assembly, each of you in your own minds should carefully rely on these precepts. Discipline yourselves in the practices that accord with the Buddha's teachings. And now I would encourage every one of you to remember, if you've taken the precepts formally, the moment you said yes and you committed to them, and with that same enthusiasm, remember them now, and let's recommit to these precepts. So we all say, on the inside and on the outside. Today, I reaffirm my commitment to seek as I can in this body and life, to avoid doing harm, to seek as I can in this body and life, to live in a helpful and helping way, doing good, to seek as I can in this body and life, to live for the benefit of all sentient beings, to seek as I can in this body and life to refrain from the killing of life, to seek as I can in this body and life to live in generosity and refrain from taking that which is not given, to seek as I can in this body and life to refrain from misusing sexuality and all desire, to seek as I can in this body and life to refrain from false and malicious speech, to seek as I can in this body and life to refrain from intoxication in its many forms, to seek as I can in this body and life to refrain from unconstructively criticizing the errors and faults of others, to seek as I can in this body and life to refrain from praising oneself and judging others, to seek as I can in this body and life to refrain from stinginess in bestowing the Buddhist teachings and all precious things, to seek as I can in this body and life to refrain from all anger, to seek as I can in this body and life to refrain from disparaging the three treasures, Buddha, Dharma, Sangha. For the verse of refuge, at the end of each verse there will be a small bell. You can either give a bowing gasho if you remain seated. If you dare to go for another 3 prostrations, you can go for another 3 prostrations. I shall try to go slow with them. I take refuge in Buddha with the prayer that living beings may embody the great way and give rise to the highest aspiration. I take refuge in Dharma with the prayer that living beings may enter deeply into the sutras, that ocean of wisdom. I take refuge in Sangha with the prayer that living beings may ensure that the great assembly is entirely free from hindrances. Now let us all together vow to save all sentient beings, though beings numberless, to transform all delusions, though delusions inexhaustible, to perceive reality, though reality is boundless, to attain the enlightened way, a way unattainable, to save all sentient beings, though beings numberless, to transform all delusions, though delusions inexhaustible, To perceive reality, though reality is boundless. To attain the enlightened way, a way unattainable. To save all sentient beings, though beings numberless. To transform all delusions, though delusions inexhaustible. To perceive reality, though reality is boundless. To attain the enlightened way, a way non-attainable. Abiding in this ephemeral world, may we exist in muddy water with purity like a lotus. Nothing escapes the boundless mind. Thus we bow to Buddha. Buddha nature pervades the whole universe. Reality existing right here now. In reaffirming our commitments to the precepts, we dedicate our sincere efforts to Shakyamuni Buddha, honored one, the historical Buddha and teacher, to the all-pervading and everlasting three treasures, to all our hearts and bodhisattvas, mahasattvas, and their relations throughout the Dharma worlds. May we all realize and live the enlightened way together. All Buddhas throughout space and time. All bodhisattvas, mahasattvas, Maha Prajna Paramita. Well, thank you very much, everyone. Let me switch over to a closer camera. Thank you very much for being here, for recommitting to these precepts. Hopefully we do better in the next whatever days until the next full moon. And hopefully we get together again and we repeat the process. And in the meantime, we remember these precepts and what they mean and why we said yes to them and why the need to recommit to them every month. Anyway, I appreciate all of you. Thank you so very much for being here. Thank you for putting up with me. And hopefully I'll see you next month. Take care. Bye. Same.
Pian Kote, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Zenkan. And please download, if you haven't downloaded the chant book, so you have the updated thing, okay? Everyone left.
Yes, thank you for that.
No problem.